dematerialization is a major force. So take the example of books and ebooks. So you could read 100 books and try carrying that around, or you could have a Kindle with over 100 ebooks on it. It's the same content. You could stick the Kindle in your pocket, and probably, I don't know how many stores, but probably over 100 books, or at least the ones in the future will. So libraries could be condensed, way down, and this is only one example of bytes going to bits, of the physical reality going to. So, for example, cars weigh a lot less than they used to. Packaging weighs a lot less than it used to. We're moving more to a renewable and a durable thing. So even throwaway packaging in the future is going to be much, 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 much less. Packaging is going to be reused, recycled. There's a big company doing that now called TerraCycle. One stat is that we're using less material, I forget whether it was either the U.S. or the world, as part of the U.S., than we were like decades ago, even though I believe it was in the 70s, that we're using less today than we were in the 70s, even though the population is much, much bigger now than it was back then. So this is going to help with like overpopulation and other things, because if you can have a smaller footprint, if you could have the same, here's another big one. Meat takes up a huge amount of footprint because of all the grazing, and to get a pound of beef, you have to put a lot of energy into it, a lot of water, land. But with the plant substitutes like Impossible Burger and Beyond Meat, they're getting to the point where these are not only tasting as good as meat, but a lot of people think better than meat. They taste even better. So, field after field after field, like music, for example. You used to have to buy records, and now you have streaming. So there's no record collection. So everything that is physical, to a certain extent, like people are going to say, well, how are you going to take, the first thing that comes to my mind, a massage, and make that, certain things probably that relate directly to the body, may resist a dematerialization. It may be in the future, who knows, if they could have a nanobot that does a massage, or they could have a wearable that does a massage. So, I can't think of hardly anything, although I'm sure there's some things that, are not susceptible to a full or partial dematerialization, and it's a force.